welcome to our cabin. Today I'm going to share a recipe with you for enchilada casserole. I love Mexican food. We are in Texas and Tex-Mex food is just huge down here. So I used to make enchiladas, and you have to roll, of course, each one individually, and I got lazy. So I made an enchilada casserole out of my enchilada recipe. The kids love it. It's easier for them to eat because it's kind of, you just put it in a bowl instead of, you know, them trying to cut up their enchilada and that kind of stuff. My little kids, of course my big kids could eat it, and we could, but it just makes it a lot easier. It's simpler, it's fast, it takes maybe 15-20 minutes to make, and that's just really assembly, and it does go in the oven for 15 minutes. So if you will just bear with me here, and I will get the camera turned around, and I will show you how to make this delicious dish. See you in a few. Okay, enchilada casserole, that's what we've got going on today. What I have done is, this is the shredded chicken. You can use as much or as little as you would like. It's totally up to you. This is leftover chicken that I made Monday, sorry. We had kind of chicken fajitas Monday with, we had fajita nachos actually. So I cooked the chicken all day long in my crock pot, and I added taco seasoning to it. So it's still very, very juicy, and it still already has some Spanish flavor to it, some Mexican flavor. So actually, I am just going to use a half a can of my enchilada sauce. Usually I would use a whole can, but because this is so juicy and already spiced, I'm going to use a half a can. So I've got a 15-ounce can of enchilada sauce. Again, shredded chicken. If it is not spiced, spice it up however you like it. You want it to have a Mexican flair. I've got some shredded cheese. This is a Mexican blend shredded cheese. And then I've got some flour tortillas, and these are, what does it say? It just says they're 20 count, so I'm not sure what size, maybe 7-8 inches. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to push this back, and I've got some parchment paper. And I'll show you what that's for in a minute. This particular casserole I am going to freeze. So the parchment paper is to put, I'm going to put the parchment paper down on the bottom of my pan, and then once it's cooked, I'm going to let it cool down. I'm going to freeze it, and hopefully it'll just lift out by the parchment paper, and I can fold the parchment paper over, wrap it in aluminum foil, and put it in my freezer without the pan, because I need the pan again. So I'm hoping I can freeze it, pop it out of there, put it in the freezer, and then when I'm ready to have it and reheat it again, I will pop it back in here and cook it up later. So this is what I am freezing. I am going to make another one for dinner tonight, so we will see how that turns out. So the first thing I do is I'm going to take 4 of the flour tortillas, and I'm going to cut them into strips. And I lied. That is actually the first part of the recipe. Yes, but the first part I'm going to do is I'm going to line the pan with parchment paper. And I have to put this in here. I'm using an overly big piece, again, because I want to make kind of a package with it later. I want to be able to grab those edges and lift it out of my pan. Okay. So let me get the pan out of the way. Alright, so I have 4 flour tortillas, and I'm just going to cut those into strips. You can keep them whole. I just find cutting them into strips makes it easier to eat, as they're not so, if it's all one big chunky piece at the bottom, it's kind of hard to serve up and eat. It's kind of like a lasagna. You know, you have to break the noodles down at the bottom. This is kind of exactly what this casserole is. It's a lasagna. And I need to sharpen this knife. Actually, I think I'm going to cut them in half this way too. That over here, that over here, and I forgot to add my enchilada sauce to this. Like I told you, just a half a can, and I'm making another one tonight, so I'm going to use that other half a can for my other one. And it's up to you how saucy you want it. It sounds very cool, like it's being saucy, but it's up to you how saucy you want it. Like I said, I knew a half a can, this was already so juicy, was going to go a long way. So I just did a half a can. Beautiful. Beautiful chicken. We're rocking and rolling. I got some on my finger. Hold on. Okay. All right. So chicken is done. Tortillas are done. All right. What we're gonna do is take our tortillas and just put them around the bottom. There's no right. Oh, the knife didn't cut through. There's really no wrong way to do this. You just want to cover the bottom with your tortillas. That's all it is. And when I'm freezing, I like to use parchment paper versus Pam, the cooking spray. The cooking spray kind of leaves the oil at the bottom. And this should be nice and dry at the bottom and should just pull out very easily when I freeze it. So that's the thought. Okay. So you just kind of cover the bottom with your tortilla strips. And then we're going to put a layer of the chicken mixture. Like I said, it's like a lasagna, so I'm going to do 2 layers. So that other chicken will go on top later. One of my kitty cats is smelling this chicken and she's making her way over here, so I might have to shoo her off in a minute. I think she's just watching me. She knows better than to get on the table, because Mommy will get mad. Alright, and then we're going to do a layer of cheese. Again, like a lasagna, we have the tortillas instead of the noodles. Alright, this has just come out of the oven and it looks lovely. Just wanted to show it to you. So we're going to let it cool off and then we're going to put it in the freezer. And when it gets nice and hard, we're going to pull it out of here. And once we get it pulled out of there, we're going to wrap it up in aluminum foil and put it back in the freezer to use at a later date. But it is gorgeous and it smells terrific. So we'll be back in just a bit. Alrighty guys, here's my casserole. I tried to take a video of it, getting it out of the pan, but the video didn't work. I do apologize for that. However, it popped right out of the pan with that parchment paper, no problem. And then I wrapped it up in foil and in saran wrap, and now it is sitting in the freezer flat, so it will get nice and hard and get ready and be ready when I need to use it next time. Alright, well thank you for watching today. I know my camera angles were wonky. I'm still working out things. I'm brand new to YouTube. Please subscribe if you even remotely liked it. I hope you did. It's a very easy recipe. Again, it's shredded chicken, shredded cheese, a can of enchilada sauce, and flour tortillas, and you just kind of layer everything like a lasagna. I will try to write the recipe out below. I don't know how good I'm going to be at that, but I will try at least the ingredients, and we will see you next time. This is Sandy. Welcome to our cabin. We really do live in a cabin in the woods with Wi-Fi. See you next time.